Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the competitive speed series. I am Mark Greenhorn, and welcome back to this incredible Monday night. And I'm really looking forward to tonight's race here in Saudi Arabia. Personally, my favourite track on the F1 game. I absolutely adore this track. You know, top 100 on the TT leaderboard, not deflects or anything, but you know, it's one of those tracks I just always love looking forward to. There's always carnage, there's always some sort of great racing in it. And I tell you what, I'm incredibly excited for tonight because this championship is just still so close. After the first round, Top Tier Motorsport are your leaders currently here in CSS. Xbox F1, it's been quite the impact in that first race. MVR DNFing early on gave quite the advantage to some of these teams, especially TTM. They've had two drivers scored at least 20 points in that first race. Is something that you can never ever shy away from, and it was a very good start for them. They sit top of the table with 43 points, but 1 point behind with a podium to their name, and 14 points is Bunga Racing Team. Just shortly behind as well is Team Shizou. They had a second place and 6 points. They just missed out on that win to YI Choco for Novice Racing. Had a DNF with MVR Gabor, but that win helps them into 4th place. And it's the Future Racing Team in 5th place on 25 points. FRC sitting in 6th place with 14 points, Team TF10 with 10 points and an early DNF, FG in 8th place with 7 points, ATX in 9th place with 2 points, and AMS with a double DNF. Last week, pole position was given to BRT, including what was a very incredible pole position actually by, I believe it was Mr. BRT Joe Murphy in the end. So yeah, BRT knows how to get pole, but at a track where I've got to say a very array amount of drivers are very good at, especially this man right here I'm going to point at right away, is MVR Magician. We'll jump on board with him. He's going to be getting us going for today's CSS race. I'm incredibly excited to be back commentating on Jeddah. We'll have Magician coming down the straight now. You're going to be having a variation of wings at this track, some high, some low. Coming into this high downforce turn 1, it's a fast little left hand. Now who gets to the left? Oh, massive slide through the first corner was there from Magician. He might have still kept it going though. It looks like he has come through turn number 2 there. Big slide to the rear, but keeps it going there towards number 4 and turn number 5 and 6. All these corners come at you so fast. Sector 1, the most corners of all the track. 12 turns to be exact. Right now that curve on the left hand side. It seems a little bit dodgy on the turn in there. Not as confident as we see from some drivers, but exit turn 12 there. Alpha Tauri doing pretty well so far. Coming towards this start of the sector 2 now, keeping it close to the inside wall at turn 13. Slight uphill elevation through turn 13. Coming through turn number 14, now through 15, 16 and 17. This right sequence here is a fast little right left hander. Keep it close to that wall. We don't want to clip it because we get some easy wing damage, especially in that race. There we go then. Throttle flicker is crazy. I was going to say you can see it on his car as he comes down the straight before he comes out the corner. Exit turn 21 coming up soon. Sector 2, 59.3 seems pretty good so far after that big sector 1 mistake we've seen by MVR Magician. Through turn number 25 he comes in. 2 more corners to attack. Turn 26 and turn 27 to the fastest street track we have ever seen in F1 history. We'll come through the final corner then. Another big slide for MVR Magician through the final corner he comes. DRS will be shortly open about 100 metres time. The Alpha Tauri had quite a nice lap, to be honest with you. MVR Magician across the line now. It's a 26.2 banker lap. Coming up next is going to be the Alfa Romeo. He's just getting started. This will be TF10 Tree. The Aston Martin BRT Lou stomping him on the pad. Great showing by BRT Lou. ATX James heads across the line as well. 26.5 for Mr. ATX James. How's the other Aston Martin doing? He's just starting off his lap. Currently that is Finn Bob, then Mercedes of Rev Caterpillar going to a 26.6. Where are the other drivers on the track? That is going to be PR Furious. 25.9 for TTM. Next to the other Haas, Sasha Andre 26.5. An array of times flickering in now. Is that FRT Jacob just flying down the back there for FG? It is. A lesson into 4th place, Dawid into 3rd place as well. Good showing so far. Arch though splitting. Dawid and Furious for 2nd, taking that 3rd spot. FG Samuel into 7th place as well. Where's FRT Jacob going to put his FG car? Cross the lane he comes. 27.1. Slow start for some. How is Race Roller getting on? He's actually just flying on the rest of his lap in that middle centre. His teammate TF10 Tree across the line though. 5th place for Mr. TF10 Tree. How's M Racer getting on? He go to the top. 8th place for M Racer 9. His first race in around 2 months, I believe. He had a bit of a break with exams in Germany, and now he's back for Shizou here in CSS. And he's going to do his absolute best, as we usually see from M Racer 9. Finish top 5 in WR Tier 1. now in his first race back, I think, since that WRT1 finale not long ago. Race roller low, going towards the line now for TF10, 10th place, just in behind Racer 9. Oh my goodness me. I think I fixed it. I'm not sure. I've been speaking for like the whole qualifying. Apologies, everyone. Equipment's just absolutely done me. Goodness me, that was stressful. That was that was stressful. Well, Bunga Racing Team have taken pole position here with a pad driver and BRT Lou. What a lap it was! A 25.6. Magician in second place with a point 0.7. Dawid close behind with a point 0.7 as well. But Furious splits the two MVRs. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not sure what went on. I was pulling mics. I was changing settings. Yeah, that was hectic. But let's not worry about it, ladies and gentlemen. We are back, ready for the race. That's what matters. Missed 15 minutes of qualifying, right? I do apologise on that behalf. I'm not sure what actually went wrong. I think it might be something wrong like my actual big mic thing, but yeah, it was confusing. I fixed it though. I fixed it. We are fine and we are ready to go. Sorry about that, everybody. I am ready to do. Oh wait a minute. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, so BRT Lou is on pole. I was watching pretty much the whole qualifying, more stressed out in my box trying to fix this bloody microphone. But we're fixed, we're fine, don't worry. We are fine. We are fine. I've just got this little thing here. I just want to double check, see if we've got a restart or no. I don't see anything in the chats. I think we are all okay. All right then. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, you're going to be able to, you're going to be happy though. So if my mic does cut out, we have another man on backup right now. He is my AEC commentary partner on select occasions when he doesn't say he's not to race, and he's going to show up here in CTC. What a guy! I'm not sure if there's space for him to join though. Is my question. I don't know if he can join, so you might need to test if he can actually join the lobby first. But Mr. ESV Bobberts, how are we? You might want to check you can join the lobby first before you say anything, because you might not even be able to join the lobby, because it might be full. I'm not sure. You might as well try and join, because I'm not even sure what's going on there. Yeah, no, I know everyone said there's a TV, but yeah, no, I don't know what went wrong. I could hear the game, but my microphone was not being picked up, and I just unplugged, replugged, just reset everything, and it somehow worked. So we're not gonna talk about it anymore. We're past that point. We should be getting going shortly. Can you get in the lobby? By the way, I'm not sure if you can or not. Just let me know. Yeah, fantastic game. I missed a short amount of qualifying, but BRT on the pad showing up. What's you're in, perfect. Okay, we've got a call come in general. We've got a call come. Mr. ESV Bobbers, he's in, and I am delighted to have him here. Oh goodness me! So I'm guessing you've watched qualifying, then you've seen everyone else. What's the predictions, Bobbers? Tell me, because I missed a lot of it. I can tell you a random stat that I figured out the other day. Every time I've commentated Magician in Jeddah, which is 3 times, he's always been on the podium. Never ever not seen him on the podium. So I'm gonna follow my tracks. We're gonna say this is another time for Mr. MVR Magician to show up in his streets, so I like to call them, as every time I comment on him it does well here somewhere. But then again, I don't like to rule out the likes of a Lesson, Furious, even Dawid still in that room as well. But you never know, maybe BRT Lewis is just an absolute demon at this track that we all don't know about, and he's just absolutely flying. I would like to see that, because a pad driver winning in Jeddah. Okay, I'm getting multiple pings. What is going on? Hold on a minute. Yeah, a pad driver winning in Jeddah is something that I would be quite surprised at. I think you would also be surprised at, Bobbers. Oh, Bobbers, have you actually turned your party audio on, by the way? Mate, I don't think it's picked up. I'm getting loads of pings and it's not in.
Hang on.
So just... Oh... Okay, I think it's fixed. I'm not sure. I'm not sure it's even like... Just speak a bit. Let's test it. Okay, let's see here. Okay, yeah, no, I can't hear it. I don't know what is going on. Why is it so terrible today? Everything that goes wrong goes wrong. Let me do it again. Hold on. Okay, that should be fine. Let's give that a try. I've turned it off and turned it back on. If they can't hear you, they can't hear you. I don't know. I don't even know when we're ready up. There's nothing that I don't even... Is that a lobby restart? Am I hearing? They're saying hurry up to me? I don't even know what the heck's going on. I thought apparently I seen that red flags were on. So... I'm not even sure what's going on anymore. Let's just check. No, they're definitely off. But safety car's on. Yeah, no, everything's fine. Yeah. We'll try that. Bob's gonna leave and join back, everyone. We're gonna try the usual. The easy fixes. Let me invite him back. He's one of the... Oh, I'm trying to make sure I'm not gonna get going quick. I'm trying to just quickly do this. This is such a butchered stream by myself. Oh, I invite him to the game by accident. Goodness me. Right, let's try that. Let's give that a try. If he can't get in, he can't get in, unfortunately. Let's see.
Right, let's try again.
Let's give this a second try. Hold on.
Let's see if this works.
Is it going on? Oh, even if it's not going, I'm going to jump in anyway, because all 5 red lights are on. Here in Saudi Arabia on the streets, Aston Martin's on the pole, Magician's alongside it, they've got lights out and away they go, they've all gotten away well, Magician and Lou, look to be going, Lou to be on to turn 1, Magician's going to have the inside line, he's going to go for it on the inside line, Lou's going off the track, he cuts the track to keep ahead, and Magician's going to hold in P2 there, Fury's going to hold P3, Alessa's up in P4 ahead of Dawood, and FRT Sam's going to hold P6, Finbob 7, Arch and M Racer in 8th and 9th, it's hectic there at the back, Dawood holding P4, it looks like someone's been hitting the wall, Lou looks to be almost shoved there in the wall, but Magician's through, so's Furious. What's happened to Lou? I'm not even sure.
Oh my word, that's...
Big collisions at the back. Oh my goodness me, Bob, what is went wrong? It was a safety car.
Oh dear. Well, it all initially started with Stanners hitting the back of, I want to say an Alfa Romeo, but I'm probably completely wrong, but yeah, that just then caused the chain reaction in the next few corners. There was an Aston Martin sideways of Finbob, and all hell just broke loose, but I think you've got at least 3 or 4 cars with wing damage.
Goodness me, Jeddah never disappoints, and we're already back to that same ritual. FGE Samuel and Sasha Andre and TF10 Tree. What a start for them, and ATX James as well, mind you. ATX Flyer a start for them. 7th, yeah, up 7 places, sorry, and up 6 places for both of them. At the back, you've got PSR Arch down in 10th place, Sam down in 12th as well. Finbob caught in that, and Rappy in there as well. Goodness me, that backfield pack. I'm gonna have a double check to have a look who's actually got damage, because there's definitely got to be quite a few.
Stanners definitely does. I can tell you that straight away. He does.
Arch looks fine to me for what I could see. Arch looks okay. Sam, I'm not sure. Oh, there's a Ferrari might be missing a wing there. I think Sam might be missing a right end plate. I couldn't really catch it.
Oh wait, so both Ferraris have got wing damage. Both are missing their wings.
Oh, they do. And yeah, right end plate for Mr. FRT Sam. Finbob is also falling into the pits.
Stanners is in. Looks like everyone from 12 downwards is going to pit. Yes. Apart from Arch, he stays out.
What the heck has went wrong? Yeah, Arch has got away. He's got away free. He got caught in the collision, but I think he got no damage luckily, which has kept him alive. Because the last time we watched a Shizu driver, Bobbers, he was in the wall in Australia in AEC.
He was indeed, yes. Maybe I'm just a bad omen.
Possibly
it's
on your
fault.
own team. That might be actually the answer.
I'm trying to make myself look better, getting the good results, and making them look, like rookies again.
So oh my goodness, my Magician's off the track. I'm not sure what's going on there. My Blue and Magician are swapping positions, it seems, at front. But Furious is leading the way under the safety car. So for Magician second, Lou dropped back into third. Darwin and Lesson held positions 4th and 5th, but Trey Samuel and Sasha Andre up fantastic amount of places there, up into that top 6, 7 and 8. M Racer just down from 8th into 9th, and ATX James are from 16th place into 10th.
AlphaTauri of Magician deciding that he didn't want to take the corner there. But there's very interesting strategies here, Ross. I don't know if you want to go in the tyre detail, but we've got a very mixed set of different tyres going on.
Yeah, I just jumped on there. Soft tyre looking at preferred compound for the top 10 mediums. Obviously, all at the back, they've just had their pit stops. I don't know what's going on. Magician is just not taking
Magician's
corners.
gone again. He's doing his own track.
Oh, I think he might have been given
What's-
maybe. I think maybe he had he maybe overtook Lou by accident and then he's given it back. Could be what I'm
yeah.
thinking.
Maybe
But,
it's
yeah.
just maybe it's just trying to get rid of a 5-second penalty and well not get one and
Yeah,
don't know,
I think that's
yeah.
what it was. That makes most sense. I don't know why he wouldn't take any corners, but yeah, soft tyres for the majority of the top 10. I think it's around 6 of them in the top 10, all on softs. The rest on hards. Being honest, a soft strategy, I'd say here is a better strategy than the hards. The hards just they don't go as long for as much of an advantage I feel in the mediums because the tyre wear isn't actually that bad here for a track that actually is quite short.
No, yeah, you're definitely right. Yeah, tyre is not actually a big-ish thing around here. It's just the drop-off. But I mean, obviously, everyone's going to be trying different things. I mean, it's like even the Shizou boys have split strategies. You've got one on hards, you've got one on softs. I guess they're all just going to try their own thing, I guess, and just see what's going to work for them. But interestingly, Lou's the only driver in the top 6 on those hard compound tyres. But again, that's the thing with a pad driver, higher tyre wear. Maybe he had no choice.
Yeah, I mean that kind of makes the most sense. He said, I mean, a pad driver on pole in Jeddah is something I'm not used to seeing. Especially even seeing pad drivers on the grid is something I'm not used to seeing either. Usually just the usual wheel drivers. That first sector especially is difficult in the race to perfect 25 times. And I think even the best struggle to connect it all once alone in qualifying laps, reminding the race 25 times. But NVR, I feel, in a fantastic position so far. Magician and Dawood together can work together now using the battery sensibly to get overtakes done on Lou on the hards. I think that'll be an easy pick off. But Furious and Alessin, once they catch up, it's going to be a good fight between TTM and NVR, I feel.
Yeah, you're definitely right, especially with the likes of, obviously, Lou's all on his own, his teammates down in 17th after getting caught up in that first lap melee. But yeah, both NVR boys and Allison, and probably Trey as well, will want to get ahead of Lou as quickly as they can, as we expect the safety car to hopefully come in this lap, and we'll see what happens. But let's hope it keeps clean.
Yeah, it should be. And coming in right about now, we are correct. Safety car in this lap. Furious going to bank them all up, get them ready for this safety car race. At the usual place to go, it's just after that final corner. You run out wide, give yourself a best exit as possible, and try and get the traction down nice and early. But some like to leave it a little bit later than that. Maybe just actually jump on the straight, try and catch them out a little bit, which is something I'm not against either. I think that's quite a smart decision. I hate this camera angle. Oh, they're always never able to see where they actually are. They come down the straight though. The Williams leading the way. Aston Martin following him in. The two Alpha Tauris splitting those two. Furious coming around the final corner now. Still brake dragging. He's going to get going in that final corner now. It was like a fantastic restart by MVR Magician. They're going to jump on though to start off lap number 4. PR Furious leading the way for Top Tier Motorsport. BRT Lou currently sat in second place. Look at MVR Magician fancying the chances to look on the inside lane at the turn number 1 on the Aston Martin car on those hard compound tyres. Lou will definitely be slower than Magician. He's got a fantastic exit with turn number 2 there. He might fancy a chance to get on the outside lane in turn number 4. He's got to be smart about it, and that is the correct thing to do. You should not be overtaking around there because usually you end up off the track.
Definitely did. I mean, good move there by Trey actually to get ahead of Alessin, who I think was just caught napping. I thought Trey was actually going to maybe climb to the back of Dowd, but no, kept it going straight. But look at that, Furious is already 1.3 seconds clear of Lou, and Magician has got to get the move done, and there he goes, moved on before the banking of the left-hander. But look at that gap already. He's got a lot of work to do now to catch up to the back of the Williams.
Yeah, the battery is going to have to come out for MVR Magician. Dawood has the fanciest chance as well. Surely the hard compound tyre will be nowhere near the range of the soft compound tyre as of right now. You can see Dawood using the battery, getting that slipstream, the hair being punched in front of him by Lube, who's been a fantastic defensive masterclass there, defending off Dawood, pushing him into the wall. Dawood on the outside in that corner you don't see overtakes a lot of. Great move there. He planted it early and through he goes like his teammate was just a few corners ago. He's up into third place. Look at TF10 Tree, fancy his chances as well, getting through on BRT Lewis, defending, gonna give inside line through turn number 26 and 27 as Tree and Lewis still go wheel to wheel. Tree's gonna have the inside line though on the better compound tyre. Tree is through into P4, Lou back down to P5.
Lou just falling backwards, and here comes Alessin now on the battery himself. He's going to have to cover the outside line, but it doesn't look like it. Can Alessin try and outbreak him through around the outside? Turn one, easy done. Lou's going to try and go for a bit of a switchback, though. But I think going into the left hand the next hand, yeah, Alessin just back on the battery again, and Lou, in the space of one lap, has dropped 4 places.
Yeah, it seems to be going a little bit bad here so far for BRT Lou. He's struggling, it seems. I mean, the pad alone's hard enough, but the hard compound tire compared to the softs will be massive. Look at the hold up from Sasha Andre happening in front of him, the Aston Martin. He's burning away, trying to keep ahead of the ATX driver. He's done a fantastic start here in this race already. Sasha Andre, the inside lane of BRT Lou, is going to have a much better grip advantage. Maybe on the outside, though, can Lou hold it on Sasha Andre? He's going to have the inside line for the next corner. Back switch to the outside, though. Sasha is through and up into P6, and Lou's day goes from bad to worse. M Racer now in the back of him as well. Goodness me, the hard compound tire, not the tire to be on currently.
No, definitely not. But here comes M Racer now as well. He's got plenty of battery. But now Lou's technically leading this train of hard tyre runners. He's just going to have to try and stick with Sasha if he can, but he's really struggling. I wonder if he's maybe using, too low a downforce, but M Racer definitely now wanting to make a move. I think, yeah, I wonder if Lou's got some minor damage that we can't see, but I wouldn't have thought so. But he just seems to have no pace whatsoever.
Yeah, it really seems like a struggle almost as M Racer on the outside there at turn 27. Hooked it up nicely and around he goes as well. It just seems to be going terribly so far, as you said, for BRT Lou. At the back, though, ATX James and the chances on FGE. Samuel inside lane on his hard compound tyre. Samuel will go 3 wide into turn 1 there with Race Roller. Race Roller gets through. James on the fancy chance on the outside as well. Through turn number 2 on the exit of 3. James is through. And look at the Red Bull of Arch as well on the inside of FGE Samuel. Arch on the inside lane, a place where you don't overtake. Samuel's going to hold it as well. They're still battling away between Arch and Samuel. Looks like Arch finally going to get through on Samuel. So look, to still battle in the S section. Still colliding off the track goes PSR Arch for Team Shizou. FGE Samuel as well. He goes off the track again. What is these two doing? Battling so hard. They're out the DRS range. Look at the gang up behind them. The McLaren's in there as well, along with the Mercedes. Jacob fancies his chance at the inside line of Rev Caterpillar. His former FRT teammate PSR Arch in 11th place now. Samuel finally has to back out and concede P11.
So after reading the chat a little bit and getting a bit of slating from Oakley here, the older man than me, I can actually say that to somebody. Apparently, if we read the chat 3 laps ago, we'd have seen apparently that Lou does have end plate damage.
Oh, when or where?
Obviously, I can't see it, but obviously he's got something which will be explaining as to why he's got all this all this understeer.
Yeah, big battle still going on in this back between Rev Caterpillar and the FGE drivers. Jacob got through one time. Samuel on the inside now of Rev Caterpillar fancies his chance on the inside line through turn 27. He's burning the battery early. DRS now open at the rear wing of the McLaren. They're practically identical going down the straight. The Mercedes and the McLaren. Why is he not assisting his teammate? I'm not too sure. Given Rev Capital the substitute, goes on the inside line at turn number 2. Through turn 3 they come then. It looks like Sam going to get through on Samuel as well. It's a perfect move from FRT. Rev gets through and so does Sam.
And here comes Partick as well around the outside, mugging Samuel off. So these hard tyres are definitely just not working one bit at all.
Yeah, struggle it seems. I'm not sure. I'm more curious where did Lou pick up said damage on his wing. I didn't see him have any collisions with anyone on the restart. I'm gonna guess it must have been hitting the back of someone under braking is my only guess, but I'm not sure. I didn't see anything.
I can only think the same as well because you can't see it on the screen. There isn't anything noticeable, but obviously it's really affecting him.
Yeah, Tree up in 4th now as well for TF10. Race Roller in 8th as well. TF10, not a great race to start their campaign off. Only 10 points last week compared to TTN's 46 points. So a big gap to gain for TF10 if they want any chance of getting included into the championship fight. But Tree currently having a great race so far, up in 4th place, chasing down the MVR drivers of Darwin and Magician. I tell you what, though, Bobberts, Furious has held that gap to Magician. 1.6 second gap between himself and MVR Magician. Magician's not really catching either, so it's going to be a bit of a tougher task for the likes of Magician once Tree gets through to get back by him.
Definitely, yeah, as Emracer just made a move on Sasha, who's already now harvesting. But yeah, they're all burning their batteries, apart from TF and Trey, who's got a lot more battery compared to everybody else around him. So Trey sitting comfortably at the moment, and last time I actually remember watching him here at Jeddah, he actually did a big undercut and was actually a net P2 as we got yellow flags in the flag, and Samuel's been put in the wall, and we've got our second safety car.
Samuel and Finn Bob on the exit of turn number 2.
And Stanners has been given a penalty.
Is Stanners a cause again? He did the first one, he's not done the second one again, surely. Goodness me. FT Samuel swallowed up early on there as after the safety car restart. And now Finn Bob as well, caught up in another incident. And is in the wall for Boonga Racing Team. Their second place hold in danger now as they will only rely on BRT Lou, who indeed does have damage. So I'm going to guess it can be pit stop time for Lou and onto a set of medium compound tyres.
I think, to be honest, we're going to see everybody in the pits. The soft tyre runners are not going to stay out any longer. They'll just go onto a set of mediums and try and make them last to the end. But the interesting thing that's going to be is these everyone who pitted at the end of the first safety car, as to what they're going to do. They're going to pit again for another set of mediums. Are they going to go longer, try and be at the head of the train? Be interesting to see what the likes of Rev, Jacob and Sam all do.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we know what it's like to be on old tyres on the safety car restart when everyone's on fresh. You just get swallowed up completely. You just can't defend against them. So, being honest, I would just get the pit stop out of the way. Maybe a bit different for Sam, sorry. Obviously, he's got Rev Caterpillar ahead of him and doesn't want to double stack and lose too many positions. So, he could just stay out another lap and then get another set of fresh tyres on him. So, yeah, I would suggest that's probably the right call to make. Furious in the pits, as we said, Bob, was everyone into the pits, including again Racer on the hard compound tyre. So, really, the hard compound just was not the right place to go for the likes of Chizu and also James and Lou as well.
Definitely. I mean, obviously they got to try something, being the different, tyre strategy. I mean, Emrisa did get ahead of Sasha, so he got ahead of one soft tyre runner, but he had nearly a 2-second gap in front of him to close in. But everybody there, apart from Sam decides to stay out, and he's caught the back of the safety car. Not too sure if that's a good strategy there for FRT, but Sam will lead the way. But everyone has gone to a set of medium tyres, apart from the two FRC boys, who have both got onto a scrub set of hards.
Yeah, I did think that Sam would stay out the way. It avoids a double stack, so I'm going to guess possibly next lap Sam might be in the pit box for a fresh set of tyres. Then he's got that 1 lap fresher tyre than everyone else, and can get some moves there because he was at the back anyway. I think he was in somewhere like P14, P13, so not much of a loss for him. And he'll get a fresh set of tyres on, and I'm sure Sam will know his own pace, and he can really attack the rest of the grid. That 1 lap fresher could be all the difference come the end of the race. But in the meantime, though, Furious is still in second place with Dawood in third, Tree and Allison still in there as well. Sasha Andres 6th, M Racer now in 7th, Magician down in 8th after that double stack with MVR Dawood, Race Wilder in 9th, and Rev Caterpillar down in 10th so far as well. So a mixture of teams in that top 10 still. MVR still pretty dominant with Dawood and M Racer, but then again TTM, Furious and Alessin up in 2nd and 5th. They must fancy their chances after seeing Furious gap Magician on the earliest part of that soft stint.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Furious is not going to be too happy the fact that he's had that 2-second lead near enough that he had gone just like that. But there's nothing to say that he can't do it again. But obviously he's going to have the likes of Dawood and Trey, Alessin. Obviously, like you said, Magician dropping several places now down to 8th, so he's got a lot of work to do to get back up to where he was in the train. But it'll be interesting to see the different attacking nature that everyone's going to bring in now, because getting these tyres to stretch 16 laps is no easy task. Will they have to go a bit conservative, as you predicted there? Sam does go into the pits and will go onto a fresh set of mediums, probably enjoying the back of the queue.
Yeah, I thought that would be the case. Just want to avoid the double stack, might as well give himself that 1 lap fresher for whatever reason is needed. But now Furious is back into his lead. Dawood 2nd, Tree rounding out the podium position. I'll tell you what, a very angry FG Sam currently in this driver's chat and CSS server. Finn Bob says, I'm not going to repeat, but he calls him a bad word. What are you doing, honestly? And Sam says you should stop being half-hearted. So possibly Stanners wasn't involved and actually just maybe clanked the back of one of them.
Maybe he just went to the back and had nowhere to go, perhaps. So it seems like Finn Bob and Sam just had their own incident, and Stanners was actually the unfortunate victim. But at least he got away with it, and he's still in the race. Yeah,
absolutely. I think that's the correct thing to do. To be honest with you, 13th, top 13, sorry, all in the medium compound tyre. I'm not sure what FRC's thinking though. With
they're cooking
Rappi
something different.
And Stanners, yeah, they've got older, worse compound tyres than everyone else. I heard about them having cool setups and stuff, but this is a different level of not being very smart, as the way I put it, because I don't know why you'd ever want to be on the hard compound when everyone's on a fresh medium ahead of you. I get they're all mediums originally, unless they pick softer, which might be on the guess. We've only got one set of each tyre. If that's the case, that was definitely not the right decision to make anyway.
Yeah, maybe they went for the softer, the softer strategy, and like you said, yeah, they've only got that one brand new set of mediums which they've already used. So, well, they just have to see what they can cook up towards it. I mean, they'll have the better tyre wear come the end of the race, but I think at that point he'll just be too little, too late. But as the safety car is going to come in this lap, Furious will now start to back the grid up.
Yeah, once again, Furious leading the way on the safety car restart. Going to come in the final corner. Will they do the same again? We'll leave it a little bit later this time, see if he can catch out MVR Dawid. It was MVR Magician behind him on the last restart. Now all up to the Polishman himself, MVR Dawid. Going to try his best to see if he can jump Furious on this restart here. We've seen Furious has a mega pace on those soft compound tyre. Can he do the same on the medium? Coming for the final corner now, I believe he is going to do something different, and it is different as expected. Going a little bit slower on the straight, waiting. It's going to be so soon before he goes. He's still brake dragging all the way through, and finally it's going to be go again for Furious. He seems to have caught down a little bit, but not too bad. But look at TF10 Tree's got a flyer of a restart. Look at the Williams as well behind, fancying the chances. Tree running outside into turn 1, and through turn 2 he comes. Tree is in second place, on MVR Dawid. Great move there from the TF10 driver. He's going to move to once again though with Dawid on the outside through turn number 4 towards number 5. Dawid and Tree. Dawid backs out, luckily. Tree, what a restart, up in a second place. Oh, okay, I've had lag. I've just had lag.
That's lag.
Hit the wall again.
I had the same. One thing I can say is I don't know what happened to Arch on that restart, but he dropped places. But ATX James has picked up wing damage. He went into the back of Jacob going into turn 1. So James, unfortunately, with a bit of left end plate damage as Partick now follows through. So unfortunately for James, he's going to have to make a stop, and unfortunately that might be his race done with.
Yeah, disappointing for James. He's now down, as you said, down in P14. We get overtaken by Sam. It could be game over for the ATX driver, unfortunately. But the other ATX driver on the other hand, no, Sasha Andre. What a race he's having so far. Up in 5th place. ATX down in 9th place so far in the stand. There's 2 points scored last week in China. It's a massive point total for them. If they can continue where they are so far, maybe even get a little bit better with something to happen ahead. You've got Furious to lead the way, TF10 Tree jumping Dawid on that restart. They're up into 2nd and 3rd. Alessin still 4th. Sasha Andre following in 5th. Don't count out M Racer either, mind you. Finally on the same set as everyone ahead of him. He was on the hards the other time when compared to the softs. Race Roller still in there as well. Don't count out anyone behind either. So still a very open race so far. But Furious, we know, has got some mega pace. So if he can keep that up, could be an easy win on the way for TTM.
Quite possibly, yeah. But one thing Furious is doing, he is burning that battery, and Trey is trying to respond, to stick with him. And do you know what? So far, he's not doing a bad job. And it actually looks like the weed looks like he's actually going to drop out of the DRS. And but yeah, the batteries are being burnt, and M-Racer and M-Magician, who have got a lot of battery all over the back of Sasha. I wonder if Sasha's going to come under attack once DRS is available next lap. So James does make that pit stop as expected. And onto an even more scrub set of hard tyres.
Yeah, that is disappointing. Very disappointing for ATX James. Was looking promising for a decent result, has ended up turning into nothing. But don't count out another safety car just yet. Standards are still alive, people, and there's a yellow flag, and that is actually James himself. James has actually spun himself and caused a safety car. Oh my goodness me!
Does any crash gate anybody?
It could be. It actually could be, but I'm not even sure what's went wrong there. Goodness me, I'm saying safety car could possibly happen, and he's just pulled out himself.
He's pulled out his own safety car, which is going to benefit just him. But yeah, I mean, he spun somehow. I don't know if he's actually got damage. Oh, he does. Yeah, he's missing his whole wing.
Now, hold on. I'm thinking now. Surely FRC pit. Like, you've got to pit now. You're on the hards.
Yeah, you have
soft,
to.
Surely you haven't used every soft.
Oh, Rapids does.
Why hasn't okay, I get why one of them is pit. I don't know why Standards didn't pit. He was a lead car, but surely you just go soft tyres to the end. That would be my guess. You're taking out about what, 10 laps, 11 laps?
I mean, if you've got a brand new set, yeah, definitely. But if they're a scrub set, even they're just going to drop off at the end. Probably not worth taking the chance. But Rapids has actually gone on to, I'm going to guess, a brand new set of mediums. They look brand new. They've got 0 laps. So I'd say that's a brand new set. So why did they go onto them earlier? But they could say, well, the strategy's worked for them now. But
Crash gate for FRC. That's what it was. ATX crash gate for FRC.
Exactly. Yeah, ATX is secretly got a bet, or it's doing something for FRC. But yeah, clearly
They've got over 3.5 safety cars. They know what they're doing. Goodness me. Furious though.
I know.
Still in front of the race so far. TF10 Tree still second place, and Dawood still rounding out that podium so far. Now was a chance for Dawood though to earn back what was taken from him on that last safety car restart. Tree got an absolute flyer. Dawood caught a little bit napping by PR viewers. I'm going to wonder now, what does Furious do? He's done the go after the corner. He's left it late on the straight. What's next? Just send it all the way? Even before the safety car? Why not? Let's just try
I think he'll repeat what he just did. I mean, it works for him. And to be honest, if it was me as well, I'd go as late as possible, maybe to the safety car line. Just, switch it up a little bit, try and catch Trey off guard. But, it works for Furious burning all that battery because, obviously, Trey was just about sticking with him, but Dawood actually just had dropped out of DRS until that safety car was called. So it seems to me like the front two just have that little bit. Why have they just hit the wall again, or is it just that's obviously lag? Thankfully, I don't know if you had that.
I did. I'm on the worst camera angle. I'm just watching the whole of Jeddah currently. It's a confusing camera angle. They keep giving me this, but I'm sure thinking there, right? Because look at where James is. He's far too far back to catch probably the end of this lap. So I would just Stanners, if you've got a soft set that's like maybe 1 lap old,
He's in.
I would say just use a soft. Because you're going, what, 10-9 laps of proper racing on a soft compound tyre.
He is going on softs.
You've got nothing
looks like
yet.
those soft tyres.
He's got nothing to lose. It makes total sense. It makes so much sense for Stanners. Just go on a set of soft tyres. I don't know why he's still sitting in the pit. Oh, I'm lagging. Never mind. Stanners on his way out with a soft compound of tyre. James just running the final corner. James actually will catch, I believe, now. But even still, 10 laps pretty much of just fresh, soft racing. Stanners had a massive chance here. If you can keep it clean and keep it in the limits, okay, I'm not sure if that's allowed. Just cut the whole pit line on his way out.
To be honest, he's not the first person I've seen do that, and he won't be the last.
Oh, snitching. We are snitching now, Bob. It's okay. So we'll double check the Shizuku drivers as well.
All I'll say is I've seen another Ferrari engine car do the same thing.
Oh, goodness me. FRC, what's going on?
Could be an alpha.
Allowed.
Could be an alpha.
No, sorry, it is allowed.
My
fault. It's allowed.
It's allowed.
It's alright. My mistake.
Trying to fake snitching.
Yeah, just throw it under the bus for no reason, Bob. It's goodness me.
Something will happen in the next 11 laps,
I'm calling the next 2 laps. We got another safety car coming, apparently, I've heard.
Is this going to be a record, do you think, of safety cars?
Oh, God, I've seen a lot worse than this, believe me. I've seen some safety cars in my time. Furious, though. Gonna get us going and away again. James will catch us back in that Ferrari. Yes, indeed he will. So we're going to come through turn number 24 now. We should be seeing the safety car in at the end of this lap. I don't know why the Ferrari's going so slow. And Stanners is already catching up, though. We are luckily going in again. Furious, for the 3rd time, is leading a safety car restart. We see them run it out wide at that last corner and leave it late. We see them really late going down that straight. It kind of causes a bit of carnage at the back. But TF10 Tree still holding second. We see him jump Dawood on that last restart. Can Dawood do the same to him? That would be something that really wouldn't surprise me. Alessin's still in there as well. Maybe TTM can steal a 1-2 today, and that would be a fantastic result for Top Tier Motorsport. Here comes Furious then, coming through this final corner. Is going to jump up into 3rd gear, still brake dragging, leaving it late. It's going to be as late as he possibly can, just coming across that pit lane line now, and it's going to be cross safety car line, and it's going to still be late.
He's going as
and
late
finally,
as he can. There we go.
He's going to go down this straight tree, and look at Alessin. What a jump from Alessin. He's already up in the 3rd place, chasing down 2nd possibly. Big ball going behind between the Haas and Dawood and Alessin, but Arch is out in the back. What has happened to Arch? Is out in the pit lane. Something's gone wrong there. Alessin's now back down in 4th. Dawood in 3rd, Tree in 2nd, M-Race for 5th, Sasha Andre holding 6th so far. What went wrong to Arch? I'm not too sure. Maybe damage on the safety car and has just had enough of it. I'm going to suggest so.
Yeah.
But everyone else getting through just fine. Magician right in the back of Sasha Andre though after that good restart.
Yeah, I didn't see it myself, but it could be the only reason. I think because they were position swapping and chopping and changing before they even crossed the start-finish line, so I think some people were trying to jump the gun. As I could just see an Alpine parting there, diving down the inside of a BRT Lou there. But Blue just getting on the battery and retaking that position back. But yeah, I think Archer's picked up some end play damage and has just called it the day.
Yeah, unfortunate stuff. I mean, he did leave it really, really late. He probably thought it was one of them going, not going situations at the back. He kind of got a bit of what was it, Magello in 2020 vibes from that restart. But yeah, unfortunately, Arch is out, and that is going to be once again a disappointing one car finish now for Team Shizu. Again, Magician though, right on the back of Sasha Andre, mind you, he was on the back on the exit of turn 24 there, just going towards turn 27 now. MBR Magician still just going to follow on Sasha Andre, who, by the way, great race for ATX so far.
Definitely is a great race for ATX, and Stanners, I must admit, at the moment, has made up 4 places actually so far this lap. Has moved up into himself into 12th place, and it's bear in mind his soft tyres are 5 laps newer than everybody around him.
Oh,
I can see him making a few places as Sam also sending it on Partick dropping another place, but it's still very congested. There's barely a paper difference between everyone here.
yeah, Magician and I believe that was the Haas of Sasha Andre colliding at turn on the exit at turn number 1 there, just catching turn number 2. It was I wasn't a big collision, mind you. Magician kind of got shoved a little bit to the left, but it wasn't nothing to be reported on, I would say. So they're going to carry on in 6th and 7th, nothing to go from there. But at the back, looks like BRT Lou. It's going to be attacked now by FRC Stanners, as you said, Bobber Stanners getting to work on the soft compound of tyre, making it work as he should. You know, he's much fresher than the rest, on the best compound tyre he could possibly be. Especially early, that Jacob almost had a tank slap on the left hand side of the wall. Look at Stanners pouncing on the situation. Jacob mistake, he takes it, and up into P10 because FRC Stanners.
That's just taking candy from a baby. Stanners just says thank you very much from 12th to 10th. Now going to chase after Rev Caterpillar for that 9th place, but yeah, he's going to be laughing under that helmet. As Blue now decided that he's not going to stay behind Jacob any longer, retakes at least back 11th place, and now Sam coming on the inside of FRT Jacob.
Still going wheel to wheel through that final corner. Sam and Jacob will hold on to P12 just ahead of Sam. Currently DRS enabled once again. We have got ourselves another 8 laps of really good racing here. FRC Stanners could be a big talking point come towards the end of the race, because as we know, the soft tyres are in a really good window so far, but come the last 2 or 3 laps, going to be a little bit worse than those medium compound tyres. Stanners really has to keep getting a move on with these overtakes, and if he can keep getting on this, it could be somewhere in the top 8.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, but Rev does seem like he's nope, that's lag again. I thought he'd gone off the track randomly. Nope, nice lag. But yeah, Rev seems like he's dropping back a bit. Stannis is going to have to get on the battery as he's let him go. Not often you see someone do that.
I mean, I can see it why. I can still see why. There was a soft compound tyre, and is it worth the battle? Rev Caterpillar was dropped to a DRS ahead, so he must just think, now if I can follow Stanner, stay in the DRS, I can hold a P10 here for FRT. Currently with Sam, then in P13 he's actually going to get past his former teammate Jacob for P12. Again, it seems they're going to battle away. Coming down the straight, those Stanners still in 9th at the front, and no movement so far. Magician really close to the back of Sasha Andre. Now could be his time to use that DRS advantage that he's got. Sasha's losing a lot of pace. Here comes Magician using the battery and inside line, pulling to the inside line before turn 27 even comes. MVR Magician up into P6. Sasha Andre holding P7 for now.
Yeah, it's inevitable there. Magician wanting to get the move done as bit of a cluster at the back, and I think Partick has just been sent he's been sent closer to Bahrain than he has actually to the final corner at Jeddah. And in fact, I think he's actually picked up damage, and I think that could be Partick's day done and dusted. As Joseph, that's a very interesting comment. Saying that apparently I take candy from babies, apparently.
Yeah, I read it. I didn't really want to comment on it. I tell you, a big battle going at the front though here. Bobbers is Dawid, and a lesson going wheel to wheel through the S section there. I'm not sure what way, and I think a lesson must have a mistake on the exit at turn number 2, because Dawid closed up a lot on a lesson going down that straight, and Dawid fancied the chance to the inside line, but a lesson defended well and held P3 for now. Dawid is in 4th, M Racer and 5th. Magician might want to get through on an M Racer currently as well for Team Shizu. He's going to be in a MVR sandwich going through turn number 13 there at the slight uphill inversion. He goes on through, still in 5th place. Look at the back, Sasha Andre on MVR. Magician had a big mistake there on the exit at turn 13. So Magician drops out of P6, and through goes Sasha Andre up into P6. Jesus Christ, big battle going on.
Magician's back on the battery again though. He wants that place right back. He's got a lot more battery than Sasha, and there we go. He's just retaken that place back straight away. And I think actually, Sasha I think has just clobbered. He's turned in too early, clobbered the inside of the wall, and here comes Stanners on those soft compounder tyres.
Yeah, I kind of thought that was going to happen at some point. FRC Stanners were chasing the back of Sasha Andre. Look at the soft compound tire on the outside line through turn 27. Once again on the Haas, but he can't get the good exit. He ran a little bit wide there at the apex, and Sasha Andre will hold P7 on FRC Stanner, but do not count Stanners out for overtake now. He's holding the battery. He's got a bit ahead of him. You can see a front as well. M Racer actually thinking about a move on MVR Dawid on the inside. Look at TTM Alessin sitting in there as well. M Racer's been shoved into P5. Alessin trying to hold P3. Look at Dawid on the inside line now through turn number 4 they go, looking towards turn 4 now, the left hand insider. It's Alessin is going to hold P3 sorry. Dawid drops back into P4, M Racer holds P5. There's a big battle there between Stanners and Sasha Andre, wheel to wheel through the S section. Off goes Sasha Andre. Stanners still wants to hold that position, but it looks like Sasha is going to get a 3-second penalty for cutting corners, but really was that his fault? I'm not too sure.
Well, Stanners was trying to make an audacious move around the outside of the tight left-hander where the wall just closes in on you. He wasn't left any space by Sasha, so he repaid the favour. And then Sasha's decided he just wants to straight line the corner to keep the position. I mean, that'll be sent into the stewards, no doubt. They want to get that removed. But as Tez was just pointed out, I was just going to mention, Alessin actually moved ahead of Dawid in that first sector, which got him into P3.
Oh, my apologies, Tez. My apologies. TTM chasing down that 1-2 potentially, with TF10 Tree just being in the way currently of those two ahead. Furious, not the same as what we've seen usually from at the front. Stanners as well. Look at Magician on the inside wide. M Racer ran really wide there at turn 27, really wide at the apex. Magician finds the chance on the inside line, but due to M Racer running wide, he got a bit of a better exit than Magician, but he's back on the battery. Look at his teammate assisting him ahead, giving him that slipstream. Magician on the inside line, turning in early.
Oh, don't hit your teammate.
Wheel with him. I'm not sure, it's lagging all over the place, but Dawid holds P4. M Racer's going to hold P5 as well. Magician still fancies his chances, but finally accepts P6 for the moment in this Sector 1 part of the track. Still carrying on behind M Racer. This race is going to get hotter and hotter in the next 5 laps.
Definitely, it's obviously we missed as well that Stanners has now retaken that place from Sasha, as Trey has just made a massive mistake, and Alessin and him are now side by side, going into the bank left-hander. I don't know what Trey's on. I'm guessing he's just been caught on the curb, but he's managed to hold P2. But Furious has now broken that 1 second gap.
Yeah, this has got to surely encourage Alessin to get by TF10 Tree right about now, because he can pull that gap to Tree, who potentially could have some damage maybe, is what I can maybe presume. He didn't gain a lot, but maybe it's been a big mistake on the exit of the S section, because those tyres will start to burn out now, and it could be on the drop-off. But as you said, as the drop-off comes, it's going to be harder for these tyres to keep gripped up to the track, especially how fast you take these corners. Alessin, though, he was close to TF10 Tree, not down the straight, possibly lower downforce setup on that Alfa Romeo car compared to the Williams. Because look at the straight difference between TF10 Tree and TTM Alessin. But then again, Tree's back in the DRS. Potentially, TF10 Tree could be looking for a race win here.
Quite possibly, yeah. He did burn a lot of battery there because he was outside of the DRS zone, and Furious, I think, was just caught napping a little bit on not using his. So that's what's helped Trey. He burns about 30% of his battery. He's back in that DRS and now right back on the back of Furious, as Sasha and Race Roller side by side going to turn 1. Race Roller trying to go around the outside of turn 2 and gets the move done. Great job there from Race Roller. So TF10 looking very good at the moment.
That was incredible, to honestly, from Race Roller. He was really close to that outside wall. He just kept it grounded, and he got that move done on Sasha Andre. He knows that penalty might be removable, so that might be in the back of his mind. But I tell you what, though, FRC Stanners, 7th place so far for FRC, was down and out in P16 for a while. We said, why not jump on the soft and try something out? It's working perfectly for him, but then again, he is dropping off now. The drop-off definitely hit for the soft compound tyre. Potentially could be a lot harder now for Stanners to defend from the likes of Race Roller and likes of Sasha Andre as well.
Definitely, yeah, and he's not got a lot of battery either. He's burning it just to try and stay in this top 6 DRS train, as they were all separated by just around about 3/10 or so. This is anyone's guess. I don't think I want to call this Ross in the last the last 4 laps.
This is just heating up constantly. Every single time there's a new lap. Look at Alessin again, forcing Tree to defend the inside line. it's just gonna keep going this way, isn't it? It's gonna be this every single lap from now. 4 more laps to go. 4 more racing laps to go. Sorry, 3 more officially to go on track. Look at this now, and the front here between Alessin, Furious, Tree, and Dawid might get involved as well. Dawid on the inside line on TTM Alessin once again. Alessin might hold P3, but Dawid's got the outside line, turning to the inside through turn number 3. He's got a good exit this time, but on the battery again, getting assisted from his teammate ahead, Alessin's teammate. Sorry, Furious ahead. They're still gonna battle away. Alessin's shoving him out wide. He's still gonna hold P3, but look at Dawid still in there as well. They're still battling in the S section. Alessin holds P3 once again. Dawid right on the back from now though.
The mind games have already started. They've started very early there. TTM clearly wanted to try and get that 1-2 to try and catch Trey off guard. I mean, it's probably not a bad thing for TTM. They're now holding second and third. It means Trey's not going to have the DRS and they might just sit behind. But Dawid and MRacer and Magician will all definitely want to try and make moves happen because they've got more battery compared to the ones in front, especially to Alessin.
Yeah, it really is getting closer and closer. Dawid once again really close to the back of Alessin, possibly under threat from Dawid coming through turns 24 now. Through this fast left-hander and flicking to the right. Dawid really close to the back of Alessin. Alessin having to defend because TF10 Tree is in the lead of the race from PR Furious, who's going to chase him down, going down this towards the start-finish straight once again. Furious just close to him. Look at Alessin though, having to defend again from Dawid on the inside line. Dawid this time though might have just got P3, but Furious might just assist his teammate a little bit more again. And once again, Alessin holds P3. But look at this time for Dawid. 4 wide possibly at the turn number 1. It could be something as big as that. They all back out. 2 wide at the turn 1 going Furious and Tree. Furious back in the lead. Tree is in second. Dawid in third now. Alessin's going to sit in fourth, burn his battery, try and keep third from MVR Dawid. Tree going to block for TTM Alessin in front of him. Dawid's still trying to get by Alessin. Goodness me, so many names getting thrown in here. Big battling going on. Furious though in the lead of the race. 73% at the back. AMS Partick, what is went wrong at that final corner?
He's done worse than Latifi. That's what he's done. But I mean, that's good racing. There's Dawid and MRacer now going side by side. I think Dawid's just made another mistake, and MRacer burning that battery, wanting to get ahead into the right-hander before they get to the DRS, and it looks like MRacer is going to get the job done, and indeed he does, catching Dawid off guard, and MRacer gets into that 4th spot, but makes a little mistake on the exit, but just holds it into 4th.
It's getting so close at the front here. Dawid wanting to get involved in this fight. Magician as well, still in 6th place. FRC Stanners not counted out either, but this front battle to Furious, Tree, Alessin, and
Dawid's
MRacer.
gonna let Magician
Dawid,
go.
Magician, yeah, I kind of thought that.
Yeah,
I thought that as well.
Yeah,
Magician.
he's got Magician's the one with the battery, so he's gonna let him go and let him attack the front 4.
2 more laps to go in this race. On the inside again, MRacer running really
again.
wide at the wide. Oh my god, collision!
That's contact.
Magician's in the wall! Oh my goodness me. I'm gonna say, Bob, I think that's fully on MRacer. He ran wide at the last corner there for no reason at all. It's forced Dawid in the wall on the inside.
I mean, obviously I didn't catch the whole thing. I know MRacer was still there. Don't know if the Magician came across or anything. Obviously, I'm gonna try and not be biased here, obviously, but and say it was all Magician's fault. But no, I need to see a full thing of that. But that's just unfortunate for Magician. Obviously, he just got that place from his teammate. Was looking good for to get a podium result, but it's a full lap now back to the pits for Magician, unfortunately. But Stanners up into P5 is capitalised on that for FRC.
I seen that again. Stanners just sneaked through there after that collision between MRacer and MV Emerson. Couldn't get inflamed in the chat for my opinion. I'm not sure.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, the lag is it's getting worse. Because I've just watched Alessin go straight on and lock the tyres.
We'll make a note, Jacob, not to host next week.
Yeah, this is something that should be looked into possibly, yes, because it's not looking good so far at the end of this race.
That's the problem when everyone banks on me doing it.
That's true. Okay, we've got one more lap of racing here, Bob. It's Furious, Tree, Alessin, Dawid, all in this fight. Standard's going to be a bit too far back to count in. Where does this race go? Does Furious hold and help his teammate for a 1-2? Or do they just try and break away now and force Alessin and try and overtake Tree himself?
Well, again, Alessin just does not have the battery to go through. I don't think Trey is going to want to go for the move. Is he going to go for the move? He's going to try. Well, Furious has defended it either way, but yeah. I wouldn't have gone for it if I was Jay. Maybe I had no choice, thinking that Alessi might have just snuck one down the inside, and then he didn't want to have to then try and pass two TTM drivers. But obviously, final lap of the race. I know David is still there, but I think it's between these front three.
Yeah, it definitely looks to be. That would, again, as you said, don't count him out just yet. Emirates are through on Stanners as well. Those soft tyres will definitely be dying out through these final few corners for FRC Stanners. If you can hold a P6 for FRC though, that's a fantastic result for FRC. They scored I think it was 1 point last week. Now looking to score some big points with 6th place for Stanners and 13th for Rappi. Back in this mid-sector battle though, Furious still leads the way. Alessin's got to try and get a bit closer, I feel, to TF10 Tree, because Tree might fancy his chances of getting past Furious, but then again Furious, big battery difference between those two, but Tree looks to have a bit lower downforce, and now could be his chance to get through. We'll jump aboard the Alfa Romeo during his final few laps, final few corners, sorry. He's got DRS advantage on PR Furious. Furious could do nothing about it. It could be TF10 possibly looking at the top of the podium. He's going to pull to the outside line on PR Furious for TTM. He's going to have the inside switchback possibly on for him, but it looks just going to be game over for PR Furious.
DRS
holding on.
Line,
Tree
to the
can
line.
maybe get it though. It's going to be close. Can
Can
Tree
he do
hold
it?
it? Get it on? Oh my goodness me!
my
Furious
word.
holds on. Tree in
By the
second.
skin
A
of his
lesson.
teeth.
Home in third. M Racer end up getting 4th from Dawid. Stanners hold 6th. Race Roller 7th. BRT Lou 8th. James 9th. Sam and Rev 10th and 11th. Rappy 12th. Sasha and Jacob 13th and 14th.
Wow. That's as close as you're gonna get it. That is, I honestly, I thought Trey had him. I thought he had him with the DRS there, but fair play to Furious. He did what he needed to do. He just held on right to the last split second, and it's a win and a third for TTM.
You've got a feel for Tree. You've just got
yeah,
a feel.
he's
Like,
gonna be gutted. He will be gutted.
it's so close yet so far. Like, it's we're I need to see the replay of this. We're talking like it's got to be less than like a wing flap. Like, it's actually half a wing flap or something we're talking.
Somebody
here.
get a screenshot.
Like, that is ridiculous how close that race has been. Tree, he timed to perfection. He did exactly what he had to do, and it just wasn't meant to be in the end. He drove a fantastic race for TF10. Big points scored in the second place, their first podium of the season. But TTM, hats off to you lads. That is a big performance. First and third will extend their lead in the championship, because BRT, yeah, really disappointing race for them. 8th place for BRT Lube. Finn Bob retiring early on with that DNF collision with FG Samuel, but in the end, PR Furious, by the skin of his teeth, holds on to that first place. Tree, second place, rounded at the podium, TTM a lesson. And M Racer 4th, Dabid in 5th, Stanners in 6th, Race Roller 7th, BRT Lou 8th, James in 9th, Sam in 10th, Rev Cap Heather in 11th, FRC Rappy in 12th, Sasha Andre in 13th, FRT Jacob 14th, MVR Magician 15th, AMS Partick 16th, and a DNS for PSR Arch, Finn Bob and FGE Samuel. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in once again to CSS. What an ending. What an ending it was. I don't think I've ever seen a gap that close in my life.
I don't think, no. In my 12 years on league racing, I've never seen anything like that. That's just different. I mean, fair play, like I said, to Furious and unlucky for Trey, who apparently is crying. He's very sad. But, you know, he can hold his head up high. He did everything he could.
Ken's FAP must be absolutely dreading it right now. He could not believe it. The moment was there for Tree. We've seen it in FRS. He had big pace there to get a win. Didn't end up getting it in the end. This race, though, it just looked like it was going to be the moment. But Furious just held on in the end. Thank you for tuning in, though, to CSS once again. Same time next week. We will be back here sharing for you 8 PM. It might be with Boberts. I'm not too sure yet. We'll have to discuss that with himself. But anyway, see you all next week.